everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time. You know, your girl is always busy. Y'all be tired of hearing me say it. I had a really busy weekend, and so I didn't get a chance to get to the Survivor review because, I was out with my homegirls for her birthday on Friday. I don't know what I was doing all weekend, but I was in the streets probably, and I should have probably been in the house. But anyway, your girl is here. We're going to have us a great time tonight. I have 3 lives. I'm going to try to make them quick, straight, my 2 cents, straight to the point lives. Up first is Survivor. That's this. Up next will be my 2 cents on Big Brother. And then after that will be the mess going down in the Twitter streets on the challenge. Because I'm telling you, these people are tweeting. They are beefing on Twitter, and I'm getting my life. Hey, I am entertained. Anyway, so that's coming up tonight. Tomorrow night will be Real Housewives of Potomac. I have not watched. I'm going to watch it. We'll get into Potomac tomorrow night. And of course, Love is Blind is back. Me and Abby will be doing Love is Blind on Wednesday nights. Shout out to season 7 of Love is Blind. It's so much Black love. Like 80% of the couples are Black. And I'm just like, I still don't think anybody about to get married. But hey, Black people on TV, I'm entertained. Thursday, I think Abby and myself are going to do House of Villains. I have to get with Abby. She did say she wanted to do House of Villains as well. We'll see if we're going to double team it on Wednesday nights or how we're going to do it. But look out for me and Abby to do House of Villains. And then, of course, Thursday will be the challenge and so on and so forth. I missed Big Brother Friday because I was at a friend's birthday celebration. I had a really, really good time. We did something called bachata dancing. And this is my friend Tamiko. Shout out to her. Happy birthday. Her birthday was actually yesterday. And I need to send her birthday present because I keep forgetting. But she's my friend that likes to do new things, like let's just try it. And so she wants to try bachata dancing. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I think it's the Dominican Republic Latin dancing. It's like the salsa. It's like Zumba. I had a great time. And when I tell y'all, so many different nationalities of people were at this bachata class. It wasn't just Latin people. It was white people, Black people, people from the Caribbean islands were there. Like, it was just a melting pot of people learning this Latin dance. And I had a really good time. I be talking about my knees, but I oiled up my knees and put a little icy hot on them. And I was out and about and I was having a good time. But anyway, hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Glenda, Dr. Ivory Girl, Vontae. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Let's get into Survivor. I took a couple of notes. I really just put my Survivor rankings. We do this every season where I tell everybody who I like, who I think might win, who I don't like. But of course, your girl was busy at work. I was doing the work of it all, and I didn't have time to put any slides together, but we're about to get into it. Okay. I titled this episode that I'm going to put an asterisk, whatever that word is, on this season, which means things that I preach every season on Survivor, this season is not going to reign true. And the number one thing that's not going to reign true this season from your girl Kiss My Cheeks, I ain't rooting for everybody Black, y'all. I'm just saying it. Hell, half the Black people already sitting at the house watching the TV show with us. The one Black person that's left, I'm not rooting for him. I do not like Rome. And it's nothing, maybe it is personal, because it's nothing game-wise. It isn't anything game-wise that, like, I think it's just his personality. So I don't want it to sound so harsh, but I'm just not rooting for him to win. It's something about his personality that rubs me the wrong way through the television. And I can't get on the I'm rooting for everybody Black bandwagon this season. Like, I was rooting for Aisha. To be honest, after I heard TK, like, I was mesmerized when he dipped them dreads in that ocean water. I was like, oh, he looking kind of good. But then once TK started talking, I was like, so that's it this season, y'all. I mean, Asia, I was rooting for you, girl, but I'm sorry you had to go home so early. You know, you back over there with Rob and his podcast, but you tried it, and maybe Rob is a big enough draw. You know, Rob and his podcast is big enough where they might invite you back for season 50. I don't know, Aisha girl, but this season, the people I'm rooting for are not Black. And I'm just going to put it out there. And I know we preach about this every season. The Black people need to work together. It's too late. It's episode 3. And 2 out of the first 3 boots, 2 of the 3 are gone. And I don't like Rome. And by the way of the chat, y'all saying Romy Rome, he can go back to the 5th floor. That wasn't Rome. Was it? I can't remember who was on the 5th floor in Martin. But a lot of y'all, I think Teeny and Keyshawn messed up choosing Rome and Genevieve. Look, we're gonna get there. Let's get into the episode. We're gonna get to the end. Let's talk about the boat ride first. Then we're gonna talk tribe by tribe, and then we're gonna talk about Rome and his idol and move on. So, no, up first, we got to talk about Sue. Oh, that was Bruh Man. Thank you, Dr. Ivy Girl. That was Brother Man that was on the 5th floor. Who was Romy Rome? Is that the one who was from a player from the Himalayas? I need to go watch some Martin reruns. I did love Martin. But anyway, don't get sidetracked because I'm trying to keep these reviews to 30 minutes each. And don't worry, y'all, put on the redirect. So if you like the challenge, Big Brother, and Survivor, you're going to get whooshed into the next video. So you don't have to click off. Okay. We come back. The blue team just evicted or sent TK back to Ponderosa. Kyle is in his feelings because he was also blindsided. And Kyle is going up to, is it Tiana? I wrote their names down. No, I don't forgot it already. Tiana, I believe. And was like, look, I kind of felt like y'all was going to vote for TK. Y'all could have told me I ain't have to be sitting out here voting for Sue all by myself. I would have voted for TK. And I agree, when it comes down to the first, like, I don't understand why more people, Aisha, you over there with Rob and his podcast, you ain't learned nothing from the queen who stay queening, Miss Sandra. I love when she say the queen stays queen. I love Sandra. But let me put my phone on do not disturb. Anybody but me. This the first time your tribe going to tribal council. Anybody but me. Give a damn about Saul. But anyway, I'm about to jump all over the place. I can feel it in my spirit. But Kyle was like, I would have voted with y'all. I understand why they didn't tell, but even if Kyle would have told TK, what was TK gonna do? I mean, you ain't had the votes. But anyway, Gabe comes up to Kyle and was like, I ain't really trying to go down 3 women and be the only male on the tribe. I would like for it to be 2 men, 2 women. Let's get rid of Tiana next. Kyle, anybody but me. Kyle doesn't like that. He actually doesn't like Gabe. And Gabe running up at the lips talking about whatever I say, do. Oh, girl over there, Sue, and is it Caroline? I forget. It's too many names. The 2 other girls on the tribe, he was like, whatever I say, they gonna follow up behind me. They with me. So you might as well come over and be with me too. We knock out Tiana and we running the game. Kyle, that sounded like a good plan for somebody who was just blindsided. Like somebody who had nothing to hang on to. I would have rocked with that. And that's logical. It's going to be 2 men, 2 women. It's going to be me and Gabe against Sue. Is it Caroline? Who the hell is over there on the blue team? I don't forgot her name. It is, I think it's Caroline. But Kyle says, well, I really don't like Gabe and I don't want to vote out Tiana. So I'm about to go tell Sue and Caroline that Gabe said he got y'all in his back pocket. Y'all ain't nothing but some votes for him. He ain't let's all it's Carolyn. Okay, I knew it was somebody. They said he said, let's go get rid of Gabe. Sue is like, uh-huh. Yeah. Sue is like, you wrote my name on a piece of paper. I don't give a damn what Gabe said about me. He ain't write my name on that piece of paper. So I don't want to work with you. The blue team is about to be a mess. I would love to see Gabe, Tiana, and Kyle work together. I like Sue too. Damn it. It's only one person I got in the purple jacket category, and that's Rome. So I do like everybody. So it's Caroline. Whatever that lady name is. I don't care. No disrespect. It's too many people on the cast. Once it gets a little bit closer to the jury, I'll learn everybody's name by the end. We still in the beginning. But anyway, that's the blue tribe at the beginning. Everybody got beef. Everybody want to switch up the dynamics now that TK is gone. Kyle, I felt like you should have wrote it out with Gabe. I feel like now that you snitching Caroline or Carolyn and Sue about to go snitch to Gabe that you told, and now you're going to be sitting at Ponderosa with TK the next time the blue team lose. That's just how I feel. But let's talk about this boat ride. Everybody gets a boat. We all know what it means. They go into the Magic Mountain where they're going to have to choose a path and get an advantage or a disadvantage, blah, 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 all that. It goes both ways. Carolyn and Caroline's will always get it. What does that mean? My best friend is Carolyn, who always gets called Caroline. I get it, Dreadful. I get it. I just haven't learned that lady's name yet. And I don't mean disrespect. And sometimes once I start calling you something and I think that's your name, that's just going to be your name the whole season. So I'm hoping it's Caroline because that's how I see it. But anyway, I don't understand why people be fighting to go on these journeys. I feel like going on a journey, yeah, you might get an advantage, but as soon as people, even if you don't get, these journeys don't go well for people because you're forced to tell the truth. You're forced to bring a receipt. Look, I lost my vote. Here go the piece of paper. And now that people know you lost your vote, you easy to, like, I don't feel like even if you get the advantage, just the fact that you went on that boat ride, people are going to be like, they could be lying to me. So let's just get them out because we don't know what it is. Like, if it was me, I'm never rock, paper, scissoring to go on that boat. The only time I'm rock, paper, scissoring is if everybody has the same mindset as me and we all like, we ain't going, so we better rock, paper, scissors to see who is going. But I would never volunteer, but whatever, people still fighting to go on these journeys. The people who they didn't want to go, I think it was Anika, her team didn't want her to go. Nobody wanted Rome to go. And was it Kyle? Kyle needed to go. I'm happy Kyle went. But let's talk about the game because I felt like, I don't know, am I a gambling fool? Because I really don't, I'm the type that's going to take $50 to the casino. And once I lose my $50, that's it. But I'm also the type that if I go to the casino and I'm down 25, I'm going to play my other 25. I came with 50. It ain't no, I already lost 25. Let me go. No, I'm playing with the whole 50. Now, if I lose the whole 50, oh, well. Hell, I might up it up to 100. But I ain't understand the whole, I lost my vote, so I ain't going to take this 50-50 chance. Like, to me, that's the best time to take a chance when it's 50-50. Like, hell, you already lost your vote. which means they probably gonna get rid of your ass anyway because you lost your vote. So you might as well stick your hand in the bag and try to get this advantage. And if you don't, okay, you lost 2 votes. They was probably gonna vote you out over the first vote anyway. So at least I would have stuck my hand back in the bag. That's all I'm saying. Y'all let me know in the chat and in the comments if you would have stuck your hand back in the bag. Hey Charles. But I'm just gonna stick my hand back in the bag and I'm risking it. I didn't understand why people didn't risk it. But anyway, and let Luca Angelo sit down. Righty Vita, we picking again. And then the way production has it all, the one person who didn't, we was all at home rooting to lose their vote was Rome. His ass done got another advantage. He gets a still a vote, which means not only is he powerful this tribal council, he's going to be powerful in the next tribal council as well. Thank you, Charles, for moderating for me. Yes, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I appreciate it. For the most part, everybody comes back. Kyle comes back, tell everybody he lost his vote. Anika come back, tell everybody she lost her vote. They're telling the truth. Rome comes back and tell everybody he lost his vote. I love Saul. Saul was like, where the piece of paper? You lost your vote. What did you bring? No, I accidentally left the piece of paper back there. Sir. I just love that Saul asked for that piece of paper. Of course, then everybody starts snitching and telling the truth. Like, no, Anika came back and said Anika outright lied and just said she chose not to play the game. Now, this is another quick question because, damn it, these next lives not gonna start on time because we ain't even got to the tribal council. So Anika came back and just outright lied and said something about she chose not to play the game. Now, I was listening to Rob and his podcast, and they felt like people should have had the choice to play the game or not. I like that. If you're going to take the risk to get on the boat, you got to play the game. And I don't like that you done already came all the way out on the boat ride. What's the point of not playing the game? Because people back at camp are going to believe you played the game anyway. Back at camp, we're going to believe you lied. So you might as well just go ahead and tell us you got the event. Matter of fact, I'm telling everybody I got an event. I'm going to tell everybody I got an idol. Why not? People are going to believe it anyway. So I like that they was like, if you bring your ass on the boat, you got to play the game. Hey, Dejan. So I like that. What you say, Dreadful? If they went a second time, they could also keep that lose your vote scroll to throw off the suspicion. And then you can always lie. Hell, just tell them you ain't got to. You can tell them whatever you want to tell them. You ain't got to tell them you lost your vote 2 times. I would have always stuck my hand back in the bag, but whatever. Let's fast forward past that and get to the immunity challenge. The only thing I remember about the immunity challenge was my girl Genevieve. Is it Genevieve? I don't wrote her name down wrong. Is it Genevieve? Whatever. She is sitting on that bench tapping up underneath her seat. She should have just got off of it and stuck her head up underneath like that. She was like, it's always an advantage over here on this sit-out bench. Where's that? Where's that, Jeff? Where my advantage? I done sat out. Where my advantage? I'm killing the names. What's that lady's name? Genevieve. That's how I wrote it on my paper. But anyway, I was cracking up at her for looking at the advantage. Now, the second thing that was crazy, oh boy, Keyshawn just learned how to swim 2 months ago, and he ain't never swim in the open ocean. and he chooses not to sit out. And of course, the red team loses. One thing I will say about Rome, he ain't cost his team the challenge. I don't know what Aisha was doing on that balance beam. I don't know what Keyshawn was doing, swimming, doggy paddling out in that ocean, but the red team just ain't have it. And they couldn't get that puzzle together to save their life. That puzzle was kind of hard. I thought it was beautiful because it was a seahorse, but it did look kind of hard to put together. That looked like a harder Survivor puzzle. But Rome had the nerve to call TK Cock right. I'm telling you, somebody like Rome, and she gonna get evicted because I'm probably, and you could. We need to talk about the fish. Who cares about the tribal the challenge? The red team lost. Congratulations to the yellow team and the blue team. Take y'all idols and go sit down. We'll get back into y'all next week. First, we ain't talk about the tension. I probably should have made these an hour because Survivor was really good. We ain't talk about the tension on the yellow team between Sam and Anika. Sam is ready to cuss this lady out. They arguing about how strong the clothesline is. Should we saw it? Should we chop it? And it's something I tell y'all all the time. You can only be fake on these shows for so long. Now, I'm not calling Anika fake, but Anika did say this about herself, that she's a project manager. She's used to being in a leadership role. She's probably used to telling her team what to do and how to do it. And it's nothing wrong with that. I love to see women in charge. I love to see women of color in charge. It's nothing wrong with that in Anika's work life. But Anika called that out for herself, that it could rub people the wrong way in camp life, but she can't help herself. She can't help herself. And Sam is ready to snap. I like Andy. Like, I don't know what it is. I liked Andy from the beginning, but Andy is sitting in a cool spot. Like, Andy done gave Sierra his shot in the dark. Was like, look, here go my shot in the dark. Me, you, and Sam could run this thing. You don't trust me? I ain't gonna play no shot in the dark. You can have it. I don't care. Y'all gonna vote my ass out anyway. And I think Andy already understands the only person that shot in the dark has ever worked for was Caleb. Now, I know Emily got it. Didn't Emily get it one time? But we don't trust Emily or whoever else got it. We don't care. The only person I feel like that really played their shot in the dark and it really worked in their favor was Caleb. So go ahead and throw the shot. I don't even know why we still doing shot in the dark. Go ahead and throw that thing in the trash. But anyway. But yes, Evita, I was cracking up. Oh, you talking about we gonna get Dejan don't go. Dejan don't go there with Emily. But I shouldn't even brought her name up. But Andy is in there good. And Annika, it might be your ass if the yellow tribe, because you already don't have a vote and you got 3 people up against you, girl. So, and Sam got the idol. The Sam still had the idol. Because Sam found it after. Yeah, Sam still got that idol. I don't remember. But anyway, that was the drama on the yellow team. Let's get to the drama on the red team. This is why I don't like Rome. He talks too much. And it's hard because I know I talk too much, but I feel like I don't just talk about the same thing over and over again. I probably do. I probably get on people's nerves. I just don't feel like I'm like Rome, but I might be. I don't know. But he's aggravating my spirit through the television. Like, sir, he the only one allowed to use the fishing equipment. He's telling everybody he's this master fisherman, and I'm happy he's living his Survivor fantasy, and I'm happy for him in that, but you can't hog the fishing equipment 90% of the day, come back with 4 little fish and be like, I ain't even about to share all my fish because they ain't helping. Like, sir, it's not like they said, Rome, go get the fish. Rome, make the fire. Rome, clean the shelter. Like, you're doing all of this stuff because you're living your survivor fantasy and you want to do it. But in your mind, you're like, well, damn, they ain't doing nothing. Sir, you're not letting them. You're not letting them. They say you're gone for hours at a time with the fishing equipment. They might catch their own little fish and have their own little supper if you would share. And I'm telling you, the way Aisha was looking at him, she was ready to snap. And she was holding in all her black girl magic. And, she was holding it all in like, I'm not about to cuss this man out. I'm not about to do it. They not about to make me the angry black woman. But I could see it in Aisha's eyes. She was ready to snap on Rome, especially when that man was eating and smacking that fish all in that lady ear. Anybody grew up in a black household like mine, smacking in somebody's ear or eating with your mouth open will get you backhanded. It will get you in the timeout corner. You could be on a 5-month punishment for smacking in somebody's ear, especially if it's on purpose. I don't understand. I know Aisha wanted to snap. I would have said something. I'm like, sir, please go over there with your fish. Especially eating in my face on purpose. And y'all know I love some good drama in the camp life. But Rome Woodwork, my ever-loving last nerve. Just, right, he talks about himself all the time. Right. Other people wanted to go fishing and he was like, no. And then I could see if he came back with 5-6 catfish or whatever is equivalent to some big old catfish in the ocean. But he came back, like they said, with some goldfish. That was like Nemo and Dory and them. We don't even want to eat Nemo and Dory. Anyway, so it's tribal council. Red team lost. Rome isn't going anywhere. Right? He ate half of the fish. It was only 4. Did you see that little sliver of fish? That fish was like this big. That he gave to Aisha and them. Don't give me nothing. If you're gonna give me a piece of fish this big, now mind you, the fish wasn't but maybe 3 times this size anyway. I don't even want none. I don't want to lick on no piece of fish. That's gonna make me mad. I would have said no thank you. Go ahead and mess your stomach up. No thank you. But anyway, Rome has an idol. He has to play the idol. He's not going anywhere. He also has this powerful advantage that he told Teenie and Keyshawn about. Teenie, Keyshawn, Genevieve, that's the core 4. Teenie recognized Aisha from robbing his podcast. And she said a couple of episodes ago, she really wants to work with her because she watches her own podcasts and past seasons and really wants to explore the game with her. I always felt like that was some BS because if I see Rob and his podcast on my season of Survivor, you got to go. I mean, go on back to your podcast. You got to go immediately. So I ain't never really trust Teenie when she was saying that to Aisha. I felt like it was cute and all. Maybe she fanned out a little bit, but she didn't want to work with her too bad because she came up to Aisha and was like, number one, let me say it plain and clear. When it's down to $1 million on the line and we playing a game, don't talk to me in subliminals. Don't drop hints at me. If you consider me somebody you want to work with, tell me straight up. Aisha, Rome has an idol, so we can't go after him. I'm tight with Keyshawn. I'm tight with you, Keyshawn, and Genevieve. I want to work with y'all going forward. We're going to have to just go ahead and get rid of Saul. We just gonna have to do it, Aisha. And now, like, you dropping subliminals and stuff. Like, well, it might not go the way you think, Aisha. So it might be you or Saul. Don't be surprised. Like, bitch, what you mean it might be me or Saul? Tell me straight up. I don't want you to go. So write down Saul. We gonna now, Aisha, she kind of picked up on the subliminal and was like, I don't really want to get rid of Saul. Well, girl, I guess you want to go home. Because Teeny just told you what's up. They can't get rid of Rome. And she's tighter with Keyshawn and Genevieve over you and Saul. So you want to stay or you want Saul to stay? Because you can't have it both ways, Aisha. They really could have got rid of Genevieve, but I was kind of happy they didn't because she on my fantasy team. That was the only reason. But damn it, Aisha was on my fantasy team too. So either way, I would rather, you know what, dreadful. Yeah, I could have swapped Genevieve out for somebody else. They really could have. And that would have stuck it to Rome. That would have showed Rome he's not running the game because pretty much Rome's sitting up here saying, well, didn't Rome get at the tribal council talking about the core four? He was like, well, if my core four vote the way I want, we good. The whole time Saul is like, I don't trust nothing Rome is saying. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know why you didn't play. I mean, Saul wasn't really in danger, but y'all should have played y'all shots in the dark. Teeny basically told you what was up, Aisha. Oh, she didn't know they were closer based on her post interviews. I haven't watched any post interviews. I did see where Rob did an interview with her. I'll probably listen to that tomorrow at work. But that was the episode. What really, like, Aisha was pissed, but what really threw me, like, girl, how you on Rob and his podcast and you can't count? You really thought Saul voted for you? Who you thought voted for Genevieve? Who wasn't y'all planning to get rid of Rome and split the votes on Rome and Genevieve? Like, who do you think voted for her if it wasn't Saul? But girl, I get it. Because Saul was like, hell no, I ain't vote for you. But thanks for vouching for me to stay in the game. No, I really hate that Aisha had to go. But it is what it is. Right now, I don't have my list. I'll read it to y'all since I didn't have time to make the slides. Right now, the people who I like and would want to win is Rachel. Like, I'm still tripping that Jeff took Rachel Rice out her pocket last week. I'm still upset over that. So right now, I like Rachel. Other than that, I really like Saul. I like Sam. I like Andy. The only person on my purple jacket column is Rome. Like, if Rome went home tomorrow, I could care less. I can care less. Up next, I think, is Big Brother. We're going to dive in. I'm going to be honest about Big Brother in the next video. Who is Genevieve? Well, what's that lady name if it ain't Genevieve? Because Genevieve was the lady who sat out and was looking for an advantage under her sit-out bench, but it wasn't no advantage. I don't know that lady's name. They also told her right before tribal, that they were going with Genevieve. That's who she voted for. Oh, why would you believe that? That's what I'm saying. Teeny, you might join Rome down there on that purple jacket column because you was all in that lady face fanning out like, girl, I know you from Rob and I watch you all the time and I really want to play with you. And just to vote her out like it wasn't nothing. Yeah, she trusted Teeny way too much. Like, Teeny, your ass might be down there on that same list with Rome. Keep playing. She also didn't want to play the shot in the dark because she thought they were all on the same page. I don't know why you thought they were all on the same page. See, I'm not saying this is why you don't go on the first boat ride, but this is why you don't go out on the first boat ride. The very first 10 minutes of the game, when people are out there cutting bamboo, weaving them vines and building shelters, that's when people walk off and be like, I feel really good with you. I want to work with you. That's when people find a core, at least duo or trio. And you over there messing around with TK in the water, and you ain't even get the people they camp supplies. You missed out on crucial bonding activities. Maybe if you spent more time in the camp instead of trying to save everybody at the camp, but you didn't because you lost the TK anyway. It's a shame. The 2 Black people that went on the first mission went home first. Now, TK, I understand. But Aisha, I'm trying to tell y'all, when y'all see that boat ride come up to camp, don't nothing good ever come up from that boat ride. I'll be sitting back like, who want to go? Because I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I know everybody had Aisha on a fantasy team because everybody knew her. Well, I didn't, but y'all told me about her being on Rob and his podcast, and we all got some swaps to make, I guess. We all got some swaps to make. We ain't gonna joke about the lady. We ain't gonna joke about her. But okay, y'all, let's get into Big Brother next because I'm way over my 30-minute time slots for each live. So if you jumped over here looking for Big Brother, you about to get whooshed into Big Brother in about 45 seconds, and then we're gonna start. And then I'll be speak my truth about Big Brother over on that live. But with this one, I am seated this Friday. I think this is my last Friday where I am seated. I got a last few little out and about in the streets, hanging out events coming up. But I think this Friday, I am seated. So Survivor will be this Friday. It won't be pushed all the way to another week. So look out for that. Please like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. I appreciate everyone who supports the channel. I have some creative ideas that I'm thinking about implementing, but it won't be into after I finish fiscal year close with my job. Like, I can't implement anything new right now, but I have some fun ideas for the channel. So be on the lookout for that around Thanksgiving. You don't even know anyone's name, but you going on a damn boat ride, right? To save for what? To still come back and say you ain't getting nothing. I don't want to say the tribe. You right. But anyway, we gonna say, Dejan, I ain't even looked at a CPA flashcard yet, but yes, I'm still getting my CPA. It's just I just don't want to. I just want somebody to give it to me. Like most people, we don't want to work for it. We just want somebody to give it to us. But I'm going to eventually work for it. But don't get me down another rabbit hole. Let me sign off. I'm signing off. And we about to talk about Big Brother in 45 seconds. So thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll catch y'all in a few seconds for the next video. Bye.